Hello, what is going on, guys? It's Redacted back at it. Today we are back in Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades in VR, obviously, and I have a video for you. So we all remember Modern Warfare 2, right? One of the greatest games ever made, in my opinion. I loved the game. So I decided to painstakingly get every single gun from the game, find it in this game, or find something very similar to that gun, and today we are going to rank them in tiers. Now, I won't have like a tier list that comes out to show you the, what goes what. I'll just tell you, because let's be honest, I'm really stupid and I don't know how to edit, and I don't have the money to pay for an editor. So let's just turn around and let me show you what I have. Yeah. Look at all these freaking guns. And I'm going to rank every single one. So, let's get started. I'm going to start off with some ARs, because why not? I'm going to start off with, this is going to bug me after a while, hold on. Boink. Nope. Sorry, give me a second. Alright, I'm going to start off with the M4. Now, I'm not actually this short in real life, I'm just sitting down because it took me over an hour to find all these guns. Oh, so please don't click off the video, at least not immediately. That would be super nice. Alright, so the M4, it's chambered in 5.56, it's full automatic, you can also put it in semi-automatic if you would like to. We're gonna give it a few shots. Put it. Oh my god, I'm hitting the wrong button over and over. Alright, see if I can hit some of these. Maybe. Closer. Hitting that one. Alright. So all in all, ranking this, I would say this is your standard, I'm gonna say it's A tier. I mean, it's a good weapon, it's pretty solid, and I'm ranking these as far as like IRL, not Modern Warfare 2. If I was doing that, I would actually hop on Modern Warfare, but you know, I wanted to get a feel for these in VR. Next up, we have the famous, whatever the hell you want to call it. Rack one in. Let's get sending. So, I do not favor this gun as much personally, because there's a few reasons. First off, the sights. I don't know if it's recording from my left or right eye, but I'll give you that sight picture from both. You can see they are not my favorite, you know. They're just, I just don't favor them. And also the safety and fire control switch. It's not my favorite either, just because of its location. It's a bullpup, which I don't typically have an issue with, but it's just kind of awkward because you have to load the magazine here, then you have to reach up and you have this awkward charging handle. So it's not my favorite. I'm going to give it a D. And these are going from F to S. So now we have the Scar H. This is actually in 308. Or 762 by 51, whatever you'd like to call it. So, got semi-auto. And I know you guys probably can't feel it, but in the game, it just feels powerful. I don't know why, because there's no simulated recoil besides my controller shaking. But it just feels like a powerful weapon. And rightfully so, 308 is a large round. I mean, look at how big this magazine is. Obviously, you guys have no comparison for size, but I mean, it's a big magazine. So we're just gonna stick that in there. I'm gonna give that a solid B tier because as far as real like IRL is concerned, it's a good gun, but it's a little too, you know, the recoil would be a little much for close quarters, like trying to fight super close. It would be good at long range, but at that point, why not just use a long range rifle like a sniper, right? It's not a bad gun, but it's not the best either, so a solid B tier is pretty good. Next up we have the AK-47 or the AKM. Gonna load it up here. And we're going to test this one out. Put it in semi-auto. Alright. Now the AKM, as far as, I keep saying this, probably going to say it a lot more, as far as real life is concerned, this is a rugged, reliable weapon. The sights, you can't tell in the game, but the sights are really good. It's a higher caliber than 5.56. In my opinion, I don't know, maybe I'm just a sucker for AKs, but these are some really good weapons. I'm gonna give this, I'm not sure if it deserves S tier. I'm gonna put it in S tier, and then later on down the line, if I want to, I'll bump it down to A if it just doesn't belong. But right now the AKM is in S tier. Alright, now we have the TAR-21, it's also in 5.56. Alrighty. Sounds a lot more concussive in-game than you would think. Maybe I just have my volume up too high. Alright, so, the TAR-21. I wouldn't call it a bad gun. But, as you know, I'm not a fan of bullpups. This trigger does look a little awkward. Just because it's really straight. I'm not going to pick on that though, because that's just the in-game modeling. But, like, this charging handle is kind of awkward, because it folds out like that. I will give them credit, it is dual-sided, along with the safety. And I believe, actually... Am I just stupid? Where the hell does this thing eject? I don't know where it ejects, but either way, I'm gonna give it a C. It's a pretty average weapon in my opinion. You know, it's a bullpup, that's probably why it's not going higher on the list. Either way. Now we have the FAL, the F-A-L. This one is another 308. And we are going to see what this one does. We're going to move up a little more. Give you that sight picture from the left eye, in case you don't get it from the right. Alright, so, the FAL. Now, in real life, these are pretty freaking heavy weapons. Understandably so, because they're in 308. But just because I know there's modern versions out here, but just going off the in-game version, I'm gonna give this another C, just because it's all wood furniture. Now I know you can probably get modern rails for stuff like this, but it's just an older kind of design. And the trigger pull, I mean, that's straight back. I just now noticed that. I don't know if that's in real life too. I'm just gonna say it is, but it's just kind of awkward, I guess. It's not my favorite personally, but if it's not a horrible gun, like it doesn't deserve a D or F tier. Ah, yes, the M16, specifically the M16A4. Gonna load this puppy up. Now, I am a sucker for this thing. I'm gonna be as unbiased as possible, but I don't know. Alright, the M16. I'm saying this thing deserves an A tier, because just the controls, like you got your mag release right there, easy access, safety right there, easy access. As soon as you put a mag in real life you would press this button, slams the bolt forward. You would just put it in, bolts forward. I'd give it an A. Alright, the ACR. Gonna see what this one's all about. Gonna try and hold this from the right hand, please. Alright. Alright, so it still takes the standard 5.56 magazines. I'm gonna give this one a B. It has a few things going for it, like the rail up top. However, I don't like the charging handle in this position. It's kind of a little nub, but I have a feeling if you were to trip and fall, since this pokes up a little higher than the rail, you could probably smack that and either accidentally chamber around. It's just in a good place to get hung up. It doesn't have an adjustable stock, so yeah. Um, I think I gave it C. I'm going with C. Alright. LF 2000, I think. I'm gonna hope that's what this is, or else I'm gonna get shredded by any Modern Warfare 2 fanboys. Ding, ding. Alright. That's not satisfying. There we go. Alrighty. So, not bad. I mean, it's kind of awkward, but if you want a bullpup, I have a feeling this is a bullpup done right. I don't know, it just looks and feels kind of compact. It's just done right. I like it. I'll give it a B. That should be it for ARs. Alright, next up we have our SMGs. So we're going to start out with the MP5K. Classic. And the best part about this game, and even real life, yes, you can slap it. Alright, see what this one does. Alright, so it's 9mm, nice little compact submachine gun, has full auto capabilities, pretty good sights. I'm a pretty big fan of it. The only issue is the MP5K specifically, short barrel and no stock. Short barrel gives you less accuracy and velocity, and the no stock makes it a lot harder to stabilize. But if you are like doing super close quarters stuff, this would be a really good weapon. So that's why it's getting an A. Also just because the MP5 platform as a whole is proven, it's an amazing platform. All in all, something I would trust. Now, the UMP45. The MP5's big brother, the new one. I believe it's newer at least. 3 fire modes. You got single, burst, and full auto. HK slap it. Very controllable fire rate. This is on burst fire. Single shot. Alright, I think another great weapon by HK. Got that folding stock. It's 45 ACP. I think it's a pretty good weapon. I'm gonna give it a B. Sorry, let's give this one an A actually. Put it right next to the MP5. Alright, the Vector 45. This is also in 45 ACP. Alright, so the Vector 45 takes these magazines here. I believe these are these Glock mags? They look very similar. I'm actually not too sure. Either way, it's a very nice gun. It's a very unique shape as well. Some pluses are it has a folding stock. So it can be pretty compact. I mean, without the sight on this thing, it's pretty compact. I'll give it a B. And if you feel like I'm wrong about any of these guns, leave it in the comments below about what you think I got wrong about them. Anyways, the P90. This thing's a nightmare to use in VR in basically any game. Besides Pavlov, but you know. I'll try and shoot with my left eye so you can see what's going on here. Alright, so this one's actually chambered in 5.7. Oh, this actually had a jam. Oh well. So this one's in 5.7. Don't know what the buy number is. It's like buy 28 or something. I'm not sure. Either way. Basically a miniature rifle round. Pretty good gun. This is also another bullpup done right. Pretty unique magazines though, I do have to say. I'm gonna give this one an A tier, honestly. And just so you guys know, that jam was not the game, it's actually a mod I have for this game. It's like a 0.25% chance every round it might jam, so that's not the gun, that's the game. Or the mod, whatever. Alright, now we have the mini or micro Uzi. I have a feeling that's wrong. I'm pretty gosh darn sure the Uzi's open bolt. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that because I am not 100% sure. Okay, we're gonna shoot this how it's meant to be shot. One-handed, way up front. Alright, so the Uzi. Pretty cool little gun, pretty compact, got a nice built-in folding stock. I'm gonna give it an A. I feel like I'm being too nice, but trust me, there's some weird guns that'll get some bad scores. Alright, now, the machine gun, the LMG category. Now hear me out. Some of these guns I could not find from Modern Warfare 2, so I had to find a substitute. Like the L96 LSW is actually now an L85, I believe. They look similar, and they're the same color, okay? Alright, so in this game it doesn't have full auto, but in Modern Warfare 2 it does. All in all, this is I mean, it's a bullpup, but it's also an LMG. I'll give it a C. I'll give it a C. It's not my favorite, but for its purpose. Alright, the RPD. Basically a belt-fed AKM. Probably just pissed off a lot of people by saying that, but you know what? I do not care. Alright. This right here is most definitely an A tier weapon. It's belt fed, so it does have a longer reload time, but it has a very high capacity. So it's difficult to reload, I guess, but I mean, if you're good at it IRL, then it shouldn't be too difficult. Comes to at least in this game, has a built-in bipod, so that's pretty nice. I mean, you can set it on the table like that, looks pretty sick. Yeah, pretty good A tier weapon, if you ask me. Alright, now we have the M40, I believe is what it was called. I replaced that with an M249 because that's what looked most similar, and that's what I just kind of felt would be the most similar. If I can grab the top here, that'd be great. Alright. It jammed. It's not the gun's fault. It's the mod I have. Alrighty. So, the M249 is an S tier weapon, and I'm going to show you why. Take this out, right? And I am just going to steal a 5.56 mag real quick. And let me show you why. Take it. Okay. Hold on. Don't click off the video, I promise. I have something good. Just give me a second. Alright, so we take a standard 5.56 mag, right? Pop it in. Rack it, and now it's basically an AR. That is a real-life design feature of the M249, and for this reason, it is an S-tier weapon. Up next, we have the AUG, which was under LMGs. Do I know why? No. But I mean, yeah, it's an AUG, right? So, as an LMG, like a squad support weapon, or a something to suppress fire with, this is a D tier. It's a good AR, but for what it is, as far as the game classifies it. For that purpose, it's a D tier. Now we have the M240, but this is actually the Stoner LMG in the game, as it's called. So, I don't have the exact thing. I have a feeling that, I mean, this one looks pretty similar, but don't worry, I've also got a backup plan. There we go. Alright, so let me just shoot the other one for you real quick. I also grabbed an M60 in case that would be more accurate. I'm gonna just kind of average out the two guns and give that the score. Several jams. Alright, so the M240, in my opinion, would probably be a, I'm gonna give it a C tier. You know, it's just your normal LMG. Not bad, but not 10 out of 10. Now, as you can see, we are moving on to sniper rifles. So the intervention, this is not an intervention, but it looks similar enough, and I'm assuming it's the same caliber. I'm assuming the intervention's a 308. Or maybe this is an intervention, I don't know. Either way. Alright, let's get in a good position here. Alright. Oh, they're far out. Hold on. I'm not able to turn this sight up. That's unfortunate. Yeet. I have a feeling did I put the sight on wrong? Am I just crazy? It's almost like it's making the target smaller. Hold on. It's making the target smaller, I swear. That's ridiculous. Hold on, let me see. Can I fix this? Whatever, it's fine. So the intervention. I'll just talk while I shoot. It's a pretty good bolt-action sniper rifle, if you ask me. Pretty good high caliber. From what I can tell, pretty nice capacity magazine. Something I would definitely not mind hunting with. It's definitely going to be an A tier. Now, of course we have a Barrett 50 cal, right? Why not? So, actually, now that I'm not using this table, up, up, up. Yeah, so this is in 50 BMG. It's a massive round. Not something you want to play with. I'm in here. So, Barrett 50 cal. It's an S tier weapon. I mean, it's a 50 BMG. What do you want me to say? It's S tier. Like, that's no question. Now we have the WA2000. It's So bullpup sniper rifle. The weird thing is the bipod's actually at the top here. Strange little thing. But either way, it's not a bad weapon. So, not bad, but not like a top tier sniper rifle in my opinion. But it does make a pretty good compact use of space. I'll give it A. Now, there was a weapon, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically a modern version of the M14. So that's just what I'm using as an M14. Rip me up in the comments if you want, I do not care. Alright, M14. It's not bad. I mean, has full auto capabilities. In the game, I don't think it does. So like a strictly semi-automatic M14. I'm gonna give it C. Just because, I mean, there's no sight rails on top. In the game, I know what there is, but I'm just going off what I have here. So, C tier for that. The PP2000. Yes, I said that name right, and I do not care if you laugh. Strangest, I'm serious, strangest little charging handle ever. And just like, look at that fire selector, that's really weird. But either way, it has decent sights. Oh, did I mention we're on machine pistols right now? Yeah, pretty good fire rate. The super weird charging handle, along with the weird fire selector, doesn't hit it good for me. And also just because this is classified as a machine pistol, but the FOC isn't even... The FOC? What the hell? The stock isn't even folding. And look at how fat that trigger is, or like how long it is. For its purpose as a machine pistol, it's an F tier. If this was a submachine gun class, I would think better of it, but since it's a machine pistol, it's an F tier. Our first F tier. Just because this is a submachine gun, not a machine pistol. Like, you don't want to hold that out like a machine pistol. Like, it's in the same classification as the Glock 18, which is our next weapon. So, oh, alright. So, extended mag would make this probably, well, I'm just going to shut up about that, because you can put an extended mag in it. I'm going to say this is an A tier, because it's exactly what it is. It's a it's a machine pistol, right? It's a full automatic pistol. It's pretty cool, honestly. So, I would give it S tier, but S tier is reserved for some of the better stuff out there. But yeah. Actually, you know what? This is like top of the class. I'm gonna give this S tier. Alright, don't mind the fact I'm phasing through stuff. Alright, now we have like the M92 or something. It's a burst auto pistol. One of my personal favorites from zombies, if you ask me. Alright. So, what do I give this one? It's burst auto. It has an affixable stock. Got a nice little grip up here. I'll give this an A tier. For its purpose, I mean, you take the stock off. I mean, that's a machine pistol if you ask me. That's an A tier. Now, forget what this one was called in game. This is actually an MP7. I know there's not an MP7. This is just a cover for it. But either way, got the little grip up there. And I'm just gonna aim with the rail, because why not? Alright, so the MP7, or its equivalent in game, would be, it's a C tier weapon, you know? As a machine pistol, it's D tier. Just because it's not a machine pistol, okay? I mean, look, it literally has a stock on it, right? It's not a machine pistol. The one in the game that looks exactly like this is not a machine pistol either. D tier. Now we're moving to shotguns. First, we have the Spaz 12. Now, in real life, this is an amazing weapon. Because, I don't know if it shows it in game, but there's a way to make the Spaz 12, you can make it pump action or full auto. Or not full, semi-auto, sorry. I believe it's automatically semi-automatic in the game, but in real life you can make it pump or semi-auto. Which just makes it a cool gun. I remember I used to torture my brother with this thing every time we played. Yeah, I mean, it's what can you say about it? It's a semi-automatic shotgun that just, it's nice. It's a super cool gun. And in real life, like IRL, it's an amazing gun. Like, it's probably one of the best shotguns ever made, and for that reason, it gets an A tier. The AKM, I'm also, now that I'm thinking about it, the AKM goes down to A tier, and the Spaz 12 is an A tier as well. The AA-12, I mean, it's a full auto shotgun. Like, it's aiming is an option with this thing. S tier, no questions. The hell? Alright, anyways. Alright, now I do not have a striker, but I don't need to have it here and show you it. We all know what it is. Yeah, it's called the striker in game. From what I know about it, it's not a good gun because it has a non-removable drum magazine that is a pain to load. You have to wind up the spring. The stock is not very good from what I've heard. All around is not a great shotgun. It is semi-automatic though, which is its only plus. All in all, I'm gonna give it a D tier. Just because from what I've seen and heard, it's not a good shotgun. It's not super high quality. Yeah, it's semi-automatic, but like the loading, the functionality of that just does not work. Anyways, now we have, I believe this was called the Ranger. So this is a double barrel shotgun. Not much more you need to know. I mean, it's a C tier, you know, double barrel. Yeah. Not a high capacity, but it gets the job done, right? Now we have the M1014. Come here. Now the M1014 is very similar to the Spaz 12, as in it's a tube-fed semi-automatic shotgun. Um, right, but this one has a plus side that instead of a folding stock, this has a collapsible stock. So if you have T-Rex arms, you could literally shoot it like this. This is also just an A-tier shotgun. I mean, not a lot more you can say about it. Now we have the model 1887. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There we go. And my other shells will just phase through here. Alright. Now, this is a lever action shotgun. Yeet. Alright, anyways. It's a C tier. I mean, lower capacity. Lever action, pretty cool. But that does mean you have to have the gate open to reload. Which means if someone pops around a corner or something, it takes longer to get it ready to go and fire. Now we have our regular handguns. This is the USP-45. As you can see, it has a giant compensator on it, but you know, that's just what's in the game. Okay, it's also full auto, which I did not know. In the game, I'd assume it's not full auto, and IRL, I'd assume it's also not full auto. That's just a little gimmick that's in the game, I would assume. All in all, pretty standard pistol if you ask me. It's a 45 cal, which is a little bigger of a round. It's a B tier. Now we have a 44 Magnum. This specific one is the Smith & Wesson Stealth Revolver. Now if you have these little quick loaders right here, loading is a breeze with them. 44 Magnum, of course, pretty powerful. If you can hit your shots, that is. Alright. Now I would say, personally, it's a 44 Magnum, which gives it some redeeming qualities as it is a revolver. The thing is, level 3A body armor is still just barely enough to stop it. Which is probably some of the more common, like the most common civilian body armor I can think of. It's also what they put in military helmets. It's basically just woven, it's Kevlar. No steel plates onto that, it's just Kevlar. This, I'm gonna give it, however, like just some redeeming qualities. 44 Magnum is enough to stop a charging bear or even an elephant. So, at least I would assume it could stop an elephant. I mean, 4570 can, so 4570 is a hell of a lot bigger though. It's an A tier. Now we have the M9. It's a 9mm. It's also a pretty normal pistol. Used by the United States military for a while as well. It's a pretty good gun. Used in a lot of movies. It's a pretty well-rounded. It's a B tier, you know. When you're talking about handguns, how it gets the job done, it's a B tier, you know, it's average. In my opinion. And my opinion isn't a good one, so feel free to make your own. If you want to, leave it in the comments. But now we're using a Desert Eagle, a 50 caliber Desert Eagle to be specific, because that's what is in the game. What? Since when have all these guns become full auto? What the hell? Alright, anyways. Normal Desert Eagles are not full auto. I don't know why they decided to make everything in this game full auto, but it is. Desert Eagle, as far as handguns go, it's obviously an S tier. I mean, it's 50 AE, 50 Action Express, you know, it's not a small round. It has a, for what it is, it's got a pretty good capacity. I mean, the normal 1911 has about the same capacity. Now, we're moving on to all the launchers. This is the last category. This will be the AT4. How the hell is my player or character holding this? I don't know. Let me see if I can figure this thing out real quick. Just because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There we are. Alright. This is the AT4, I'd assume. That's in game. Am I doing something wrong? Guys, I promise I'm not this stupid in real life. Extend it all the way. Point. Pull the trigger. Is there not a rocket in there? Yeah, there is. Guys, I promise you I'm smarter than this. Oh my god, come on! Hold on, I gotta read the instructions, don't I? There's a pin? It says release safety, but there's no... Guys, I'm really stupid, I'm sorry. So, it's a single shot rocket launcher. It's not reloadable. They would literally just take it, do this, toss it, that's done. But, I mean, as a rocket launcher, it's pretty compact. That's its only redeeming quality. As you can see, it's not simple or explanatory to use, but since it has these instructions, B tier. Alright, now we have the Thumper. It's a single shot grenade launcher, 40mm. And wanna know why it's called the Thumper? Any guessers? Thump. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic grenade launcher, you know? Pretty simple to operate. I'm gonna give it a B tier. Now we have the Stinger. Now in this game, I assumed it would fire rockets, but in this game it has like some battery core or something. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm kind of stupid sometimes, but either way. Whoa, oh, it's making noises. That's kind of cool. Why the hell can't I shoot this thing? Hold on, guys. I promise I'm actually American. Just give me a second. Okay, I don't know what the hell that thing is. I don't know what a stinger. I know stingers are used to actually take out things, like choppers and whatnot. Uh, uh, okay. Honestly, I'm confused on how this thing works. Oh, because it needs a vehicle lock-on. That's right. These are lock-on rocket launchers. So, anyways. Just because I couldn't figure out how the hell to use it, F tier. Get in the... There we go. Now we're talking. Alright. Get in. 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 There we go. The RPG-7. Basic. All you do is pull the hammer back, point, and pew. Alright. Just because it's super simple to use, it even has an optic mount right here with pretty nice built-in sights. This is an A tier rocket launcher. The reason it's not an S is because of the next one. In the game it's called the Javelin, and there isn't a Javelin in this game, but there is a guided missile launcher which works just like one. For example, pull the trigger, it can fly up, right. Then, I don't know if you can see that, I'll hold it back further so you can kind of see with either eye. So you can actually see on screen what this thing is, or where it's going, I guess. So right now it's flying past the little fortress. I think, is this where we are, right here? Looks just about like it. There I am, I look like this hot dog right here. You can kind of see it right there too. And I was gonna steer it. There we go, in the mountain. And as you can see, we get a nice little static film to show that we have in fact crashed it, collapse it back down. This is an S tier rocket launcher if the Javelin actually works like this. I do not know that. But yeah, those are all of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 weapons that I could at least get in-game. I got as close as I could. All in all, I feel like I've done a decent job doing this. So, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I mean, if you watched all the way through, then, I mean, I don't know how long this video is, I don't know how long I've been recording for, but I do post at least once every day, if not twice or 3 times. The reason being is I literally don't know how to edit my videos, so I just kind of screw around on camera until I feel like it's good, and then I post it. Yeah, literally, that's all I do. Do I deserve to put that minimal work and get something great out of it? I don't know. But I've done the best I can for this video. If you enjoyed, got a microphone too. Like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me I'm wrong because, well, just do it. I hope everyone watching this has an amazing day. Catch y'all in the next one. Hopefully, at least. You know, you never really know, but I hope I do.